Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Marissa, tonight we tell another story of another amazing teenager somehow finding the will, the energy, and the drive, all to succeed despite what life has thrown their way. Baseball season is back at Wilcox High School. A new season brings renewed hope of another title to proudly display at Kearney Lansford Field. The Chargers' leadoff hitter this year is David Hernandez. We saw lots of David as he starred for the Chargers as the starting quarterback on the football team. For most of his life, David and his two brothers were raised by just his dad. His mom left the family when David was very young.
At first, I didn't know what was really happening because I was like 3 or 4. And then as I kind of grew up, I would kind of come to realize that she wasn't going to come back. So it just kind of, it made me grow up faster, I want to say. I mean, having 2 brothers, it made me like kind of look out for them before anyone else, even myself sometimes, making sure that our dad was always well and there, able to take care of us and not having a big like, I want to say cloud over his head, because it was always, we could always see that he was struggling, but he wouldn't say that he was.
3 years ago, the family home burned down, and this past fall, David's dad was sent to jail. David wondering how his dad could spend so many years raising his boys to do the right thing, only to make this mistake himself.
That goes through my mind a lot. Sometimes when I talk to him, I try to go like, all our lives you've been telling us not to do those things, but you decided to do it yourself. So like, why do it if you're telling us no?
David is a talented athlete hoping to play football at the next level, but all that has happened with his family weighs heavily on him every day.
It's hard, a lot. It makes you kind of look at everything in a bigger picture, that school is probably #1, go to college, get a good job, be able to make different choices, to be a better parent, to try to give my kids a better kind of like living life, try to do better on my part.
David now lives with the family of a football teammate. Even with all that has happened, David is focused on his grades, making sure he can get into college.
For me, it's, I can't imagine what he's going through. It seems, he's really been bounced around lately, especially the last month or 2 months. And for him, it's actually seemed like it's refocused him somehow, which to me is amazing. It's tough to, when you have something else going on with your family, just anybody, it automatically derails you a little bit. But for him, it's almost made him more focused, which is a tough thing to do.
I've known David since, I played football with him since I was 6, 7. And he's always level-headed. No matter what he's going through, he's always got a stone face. He'll never know. He handles it so well.
Wilcox baseball has a long tradition of great teams and great players. This year, David Hernandez will be part of that greatness, working hard to succeed under the most trying circumstances. And this is really cool. One of David's mentors is his little brother, a freshman at Santa Clara High School who is a top student and someone who David truly respects. So with his brothers and with his baseball and football, he has his family there.
So they kind of mentor each other.
They do.
Good.